The world for real.
Okay, we're recording.
He
Hi,
runs all he
Cass.
runs everything.
What's
For real.
happening? Obviously, this is gonna be a lot
Busy.
better soon, maybe, hopefully. But now that we're here, now that we're actually recording and actually
Oh
doing
my
the things that we're supposed to be doing, guys, right? Right?
So
What?
busy.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
real.
Okay. So now that we're all here, now that we're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, let me stop streaming. Okay. So welcome to the Kurocast. We are here, and it is actually happening, and I'm so happy that it's actually happening. This is my little brain baby. I did this shit. I'm proud of myself.
Nigga, who the mother and father?
That's what I'm saying.
How you have kids without kids?
I feel like that means the truth.
No pops.
It's not proud.
Father of this child, he's an orphan.
Oh, that's too loud. All right.
Where your dad at?
Maya,
Might even where your dad at? Where your mom's at?
Your mom, man.
Hey, you pop about somebody's pussy and they just leave you.
Oh my
You know how this thanks.
Okay, well, we are here now. Naya,
Oh my god.
I know your Wi-Fi bad, so we gonna have
And they
to.
just leave.
Nobody said anything.
We're gonna start
Can't hear
discussing.
nothing that you say because of these clowns.
Then fix the level.
I'm
We don't
saying,
said it about
bro.
6.
Bro.
This started off really great, guys.
Compensate, bro. Compensate. Just like if you ugly and funny.
Life is about balance.
Figure out your balance, twin. That's the
Up,
realest thing. That's the real thing we gonna say all day.
okay.
You're not lying.
Um.
You can't tell them you're wrong.
Okay. So basically,
I'm
here's
gonna
what's
do this on
happening.
my phone. I can't figure this out.
Naya has arranged some zodiac stuff. However, the what we're gonna talk about first, while she gets herself to shut up. While she gets herself together, we're gonna wow. Come on, y'all. We're
I
live.
know. I thought it was
We're
tweaking. I thought I was thinking. We hear you, bro.
okay.
Go ahead.
So first things first, we're gonna talk about um what the Curl Institution is going to consist of. Um this is just us, you know, chopping it up really much, like pretty much, but it's gonna be going for everybody
Hold on,
listening.
Nia. Hold on, Nia. That's gonna be a video, right? Let me give them a timestamp real fast. If y'all
No,
want to skip
bro.
all of this, skip to
Stop.
15 minutes into the video.
For real.
Specifically 15:02.
It's
We're
only
gonna be talking about nothing for 15
it's
seconds
only
and 2
been
seconds.
recorded for
Okay,
10 minutes.
actually,
Exactly.
that's my point. Actually, don't disregard what he said and just look at the time on the screen now because that wasn't right at all. It
What's the
hasn't been
point,
15
bro?
minutes yet.
No,
I don't
we're
know.
gonna skip forward. They gonna skip forward to 15:02.
They might
That's when
get past the juicy. That's what I'm saying.
and the juice is not gonna start until 30:05.
30:05.
Bro.
30 minutes.
Bro,
So
Can somebody help me?
what's up? What's up?
Do what?
are you struggling to speak?
I'm s- maybe I'm still trying to figure out how to turn y'all down. Yeah.
Oh
Tap,
my
tap Nia's
god.
name, tap Nia's name, and then scroll a little bit, and you're gonna see a little bar. It's gonna
Are
be a
you
little blue
okay?
bar with a ball in it. You take that bar, move it real far to the right, bro. Have her name,
I don't
bro.
see that.
My bad. Have her profile. Open her
Okay.
profile. Wait a
Left
minute.
click, love. Well, not left click. Right click. Right.
She on a
She don't.
computer?
I better say she on mobile.
Are you mobile, Naya, or are you
Not
here?
I'm on my computer. Oh, there it goes. I found it. Never mind. I found it.
There
I
you go,
found it.
man. There
Okay.
you go,
Alright.
man.
I,
Okay.
God.
Okay, so let's start by introducing ourselves and what we are going by. Naya, you have our nicknames, so if we, everybody has the names that we're gonna go by. So me, I'm Chica. I'm this is my brain baby. I did this, right? This all came from me. I manifested it. But yes, my name is Chica. Shut up.
Nay.
We're gonna go down the line. So Cairo, you next.
You heard the name. I ain't gotta say much more. I gotta be right back. My mom's calling me.
My mom's calling
I gotta take a
me.
while. It's my turn. It's my turn.
No, it's not his turn.
Lame.
Bells.
What the gorillas at the last?
Bells. This is long awaited. Very excited about this. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Now it's your now it's your turn. Go ahead, Flex.
All right. One and only. Flex Sweat in the flesh. The blueprint. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Though. I gotta take a whiz.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
No,
Anyway,
that's fine. That's fine. Let them have that.
yeah, that's it. Um, but yeah, so this is everybody. This is the crew. We may bring some people on every now and then, like some family, some homies.
Yeah, it's like guest stars, features, things like that.
hmm Um, but here we're basically just gonna be chopping it up with some topics of conversation. If y'all have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them. Y'all know. I don't think I need to like
And
give
y'all
y'all
first up.
any instructions. This is 2022. At this point, we understand how the YouTubes work. Um, but with this, um, it is our main purpose, I guess, is to have everybody come together as a unit and actually, deepen our bond as friends and maybe gain us some reputation, some points out in the ethos. Um, have y'all actually find out who we are, what we doing. Um, Izzy and sorry, Flex and Cairo make their own music. They have everything that's going on with them. Cairo is an artist. Flex is also an artist, but in his own special way. Um, Naya, sorry, Bells.
That so
Bells is an
What I'm
artist.
saying, it was not just me.
Bells is an artist. Um, and so we're this is basically just you know getting our names out there, helping each other out, helping y'all out. This is just how this gonna go. I am a future fashion designer and therapist, so we this is to help a lot of people with their problems. Um, and just to emphasize the fact that we are people of color, so that is also another amazing thing about us. Um, but yeah, so today our topic of conversation is apparently Naya has some zodiac stuff, but we're also going to be talking about New Year's. Um, it is December 30th. It is the time in which we are about to go into the new year. Um, what are y'all fondest memories, like New Year memories, consist of?
Of the past year, you mean? Like this year?
I mean, yeah, like how did
Uh,
2022 work out for y'all?
I don't know. I graduated, so I
W
mean,
W.
it can't be all that bad, I guess. But I don't really think that much about the past. Honestly,
Lovely.
I'm more focused on the future.
I mean, that's good though. That's good.
we're gonna be digging a lot into the past in this like
Right.
today's topics.
Okay,
So you
but
need to start thinking about the
okay,
past
okay.
just a little
But
bit.
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Your memory is horrible, and my memory is horrible. Neither so
Well,
far. It's
not
don't know where yet right now.
necessarily. The
So I don't know
thing
how you
think
you
about
feel.
think about like in the movie Inside Out how they had the core memories. We have core memories, and that's like the things that really
Right.
mattered the most to us in the past.
I
It did.
want to stop.
So, you know.
Yeah, like it's more like selective memory than my memory is trash because I can remember certain things if I really like focus on it. Like Nia said, as far as New Year's, I think I don't really like it's not really something that I celebrate heavy. So I'm not going to be able to remember my past New Year's experiences and like, oh yeah, I remember this happened and now I feel like this because like it's not that big. But like certain things, if they're big enough, like she said, core memories, then you'll be able to remember it more vibrantly, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Do y'all have any New Year's resolutions, or did? Let's start with the fact that do y'all think if you did have a New Year's resolution that you would go through with it, like you would stick to it and be consistent?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what would your New Year's resolution be?
Yeah. I don't really have specific ones. I just have goals for the year. I know, like, if I give myself a resolution, I'm not I'm not really gonna stick to it because I deem it a New Year's resolution, and most people don't stick to them. So I just give myself goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the goal would be to get enough money to start to get the house, like somewhere that's just not here, so I can do my own thing at my own time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay. Bells, do you have a New Year's resolution or goal?
Make 2023, 2016 two.
Yeah,
That's all.
Real, real.
bruh.
You just gonna cut her off, bro? Rude.
I know.
She wasn't talking when I
Yeah,
started talking, bro.
It's you gotta
You
adjust
gotta
to
give her a
like
second. You
the
know
kind of.
her Wi-Fi is sucky.
Oh, she was not saying it. Okay.
anyways, yeah, so my business that I'm trying to get started up right now, I really wanted to like, you know, what's life this year. And then also, like Cairo said, I'm trying to get my bus, so saving up for that, hopefully.
The bus.
Yeah, still going with
The
bus. I rock
bus,
with
The
it.
bus.
mothership.
The bus.
Okay, Flex. Now it's your turn.
I already said what I need to say.
He did. He did already
It
say
was it was a problem last time. I'm good now.
Okay, well then I go. My New Year's resolution or like the goal for 2023 is to mature and to grow and to heal. That's the main objective. Um, I'm gonna really put more time and effort into myself. Um, Chica has been through some shit this year, and that's an understatement. We have had an emotional roller coaster. 2022, there were some losses, there were some wins, um, and there was some ties actually, some shit that nobody really won, nobody really lost. So it's definitely now time to focus on my W's, my gains and goals. I'm about to graduate, about to turn 18, about to go to college. I need to make sure I get all this stuff ready and organized and figured out. When I tell y'all, this year has probably been my most stressful. Um, when it comes to my academics and preparing for my future. Um, I've been on the grind for real. I've gotten fired from my job. Like this shit has been very just all over the place. And granted, despite having all these things go terribly wrong, I've had some things go terribly right, if that's, how you describe that. But I've had, relationships grow. Um I've gained a lot of different things, a lot of different people in my life, a lot of different networks. Um, but yeah, so the main goal for 2023 is to continue those things and to develop better habits. Right now my sleeping habit is sucky. Granted, I am on winter break, but at the same time, sleeping, working out, eating healthier, that's something that obviously a lot of people are going to aim for and what they say that they're going to aim for within the next year. But for me, it's very important because I'm now understanding the value of taking care of myself in more ways than one. So, yeah, just more focus on Nia. This year is not going to be about anybody else. It's just going to be about me. And this is my world, and y'all just going to be living in it. So that's just how that's going to go. But, yeah, that's it for that question. Um, so as for the year itself of 2022, what is some things, some core things that y'all have learned just based off of 2022?
You go first. You go first last time.
Lex,
Um,
put this many.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes, bro.
Um, shit. Bro, get better eventually.
Mhm.
Okay. Bells.
Oh, bro.
Um, I think one thing that I've definitely learned this past year is that, and I've seen this like all over being said all over like TikTok, all over the internet, stuff like that. But it kind of seems like 2020 just carried on. You know what I'm saying? Like 2020 was real hard for everybody, and it just didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like seems as though like it carried the same energy throughout 2021, throughout 2022. But would like to say that one thing that I've definitely learned is that through all that, because everybody in this podcast, everybody in the world actually has been going through it these past couple years. Something heavy that we ain't never experienced before. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I'm hoping that, one of the things that isn't really going to be learned through 2020, but more through this time period and through going into 2023 is how all that pays off and the transition between I just did all this stuff that really just messed up my life and uprooted my life and spun it around, and now this is certain things that I've been wanting that are going to come to fruition because of all that hardship that I just went through. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like something that everybody is about to learn, even if you haven't learned it yet, is that when the going gets tough, it's always for a reason. It's always because eventually something great gonna come out of that. And I've seen all over, I'm on that spiritual TikTok side. So I've seen all over that 2023 is supposed to be the year. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be the year that after this long period, kind of like a drought, kind of like a famine, after this long period of everything going wrong, all the negative energy, this is supposed to be the year that um, it all works out. So I'm hoping that that's something that everybody can learn from this and experience.
Okay. Kyra.
Uh, what was the question
Oh
again?
my god.
Yeah, I was listening to everything she was saying, but like I forgot the question.
What is the main thing, like the main takeaway from 2022?
Um, Definitely the main thing that I took personally is without a doubt, like your perception of everything is crucial. Like if you go around thinking nothing is gonna get better, you go around thinking everybody's against you, it's just you, you're all alone, everything's gonna go out bad for you. Just because that's the energy you putting out, that's the energy you're gonna receive regardless. Not even being spiritual. It's just a fact. Like you having a bad day and you going through the bad day with a bad attitude, you're gonna have a bad day regardless. You know what I'm saying? But at least with you having a positive outlook towards your day, that gives you at least a step in the right direction at having a better day. If not the rest of that day, the next day. You know what I'm saying? So as long as you're taking care of yourself, as long as you have this winter mindset, a growth mindset going into the new year, and just in general, um, you'll be fine. Honestly,
Hmm. Yeah, honestly, for me, my main takeaway from 2022 was to get off your ass and start doing something. It's more now of once you see
damn.
it's true. Once you see that something is not working out for you, don't keep watering a dead tree because it won't grow. And you sitting over here pretending and trying to pray over it and thinking that, if you just keep working towards it and you keep putting in your energy towards it, that it's gonna grow and it's gonna blossom and it's gonna bloom and like you a fucking Disney princess and once you start singing the fucking flower gonna bloom. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. And as much as, one would like to believe that you would have the power to do such a thing, it's hard and it's definitely not something that's realistic. And if you try to continue to pretend like everything is all good and dandy, you will break yourself and you will not be happy. And every single time that you try and sit here and pretend like your day is going great and that your life is, you know, amazing, and then you come home every day and you just hit the floor crying because you know that you are miserable, it's not going to be worth it at the end of the day. So, all that to be said, if you know something is not benefiting you, if you know that you are hurting, stop waiting for things to change. You know, get off your ass and go do something. It's as simple as that. And you can have as much hope and faith and love and compassion and patience as much as you want. But at the end of the day, the only thing that you have control over is yourself. And if you can't change people, if you can't change their perception, if you can't change their habits, you change you. You change, you grow, you mature, you move past it. Because it's not going to nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing is going to change unless you change first. So 2022 was the year in which, for me, we see what my current path has, where it has gotten me. We see, you know, how desperately I wanted a change to happen, but how little I was doing to make that change happen. So now it is time to get up, get out of this little hole that I've been in, this little hidey hole, and get to moving. Cause now it's about me. If no one else is gonna focus on me, no one else is gonna invest time and patience and love and compassion to me, and despite the love and patience and compassion and kindness I put into the world and to other people, then I'm not gonna keep pouring from an empty cup. I'm gonna nurture myself. I'm gonna give myself all of that stuff that I give everybody else. And I'm gonna just have to retract some of that shit that I gave to everybody else because they just won't, they not taking advantage of it. They're not actually reciprocating. So we just gonna be on Nia time. That's how it's gonna be. Everything will be for Nia's convenience. So that's what 2022 has taught me. Um, so So, Naya, have you?
You didn't. Hold up. You skipped an entire person.
Oh, I did.
I'm
You're
about to
right.
say,
My bad. My bad. My bad.
Jesus Christ.
He's been quiet. Izzy, go ahead, bro.
What do you want me to say?
What is your core, like the main thing you've taken away from 2022?
I mean, y'all all really just said it the same way I said it, just expanded. It's all just better eventually.
Real.
Did I skip anybody else? Naya, did I skip you? Did I get you?
Woo.
I got you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Naya, what is this zodiac stuff you needed to?
Okay, so this is an entire segment that I've been heavily thinking about. I really only found it last night because I was talking to my parents about it. But I wanted to kind of, since we are talking about New Year's and it's New Year's Eve, and it's about to be 2023 and everything like that. As we're taking this new step into the new year, I feel like before I jump into this zodiac stuff, because it does kind of tie in. I want to ask my own question as far as the past. So, do you think about all of us together, the different time frames in each other's lives that we met each other? You know, so for me and Nia, that was in 8th grade. In I forgot the teacher's name, but in science class, you know, um, I don't know when Kaya Izzy met, but I know it was in 6th grade, and I met them
First
at the same
day one,
It
time.
was the
my
first day.
man's.
Yeah.
Day one. So like think back to that time that you met the people in this group. Think about who you were at that time. We were all really young. We were all like little kids. So think about the people that you used to be, and think about, did you expect to be in the mindset that you are now? Did you expect to grow into the person that you are now? Or do you think that your younger self was like hoping for something different? I really want to dig into y'all brain follicles and see what y'all think.
I want to go first.
I'll kill, she says.
I want to go first. Nia wants to go first on this one. Okay, so
Okay.
um, first and foremost, if little Chica can look at me right now, if she could see who I am, see how I look, see how I act, she would be blown away. I mean, this girl will be over here like, ain't no way that's me. She literally like over here like, how are you not dead? Like what the fuck? What is happening right now? Like quite literally, I would be completely and utterly blown away. Um, I mean, yeah, nah. It's quite literally, she would start to cry, like just off the sight, you know. She would literally be sobbing, and like as I'm trying to like lift her up, like, "Hey, girl, you straight?" You know, because that girl, that girl, quite literally, oh, she had no idea. She had no idea. She didn't know what she was doing. She was so just scared of everything. She was so scared of, like, I mean, of everything. Um, she was scared to wake up every morning. She was scared to get out of bed and leave her house. Um, she was scared to talk to new people. And she was scared that everybody was gonna judge her, that everybody was gonna be mean to her. Um, she was so scared that she wouldn't fit in, that she wouldn't be a part of the standard. Um, she was scared that her own people wouldn't accept her because they would think that she was too white. She was scared that the white people would think that she was too black. Um, she was scared that the straight people would think that she was gay. She was scared that the gay people would think that she was too straight. Like, quite literally, she was scared that she would never find a place in this world because she was so in her own little world that it was just non existent to everybody else. And nobody would ever be able to open that gate, get in there, and actually, you know, be like, hey, let's be friends. Never in a million years would I suspect that I would be friends with you guys, that I would be considered cool, that I would be, shoot. Nah. Mm-mm. When I met Anaya, first off, when I met Anaya, I was just blown away about how beautiful she is, because that girl, Lord Jesus. Anyway, um, she's gorgeous, y'all. She's beautiful, and everybody, with their first impression of Anaya, I would listen to everybody, and the first thing I would hear was be something about her forehead, and I'm looking at them and like I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm like, no, no, that's not it. That's not what we're focused on. That not at all. I thought her fashion was amazing. I loved her 90s aesthetic. Like, I thought she was gorgeous to me. I would never in my mind would that be the first thing to come to mind. Yes, it's there. Yes, it's broad. Yes, it's big. But I'm not gonna be over here like, oh, that girl got a huge ass forehead. No, I'd be like, look at that. Look at her hair. Look at her skin. Like, this girl ain't got no acne. Like, I mean, this girl, she's gorgeous. And yeah. Mm-mm. Never, like, when I met her, it was just awe. I was in awe of how amazing, like, never would I have guessed that this girl would be my best friend. But then we started hanging out more. We started our own friend group. We started talking some more. She introduced me to her cousins and her family and to some more people that I would never even imagine I would talk to. And she gave me this confidence that was like, I'm over here quiet as a church mouse, and then she's over here just big, gorgeous, booming, loud, but just humble person. And I'm over here just like, how does she do it? And then she introduces me to more people, expands my horizons, and then opens my mind to a lot more amazing and beautiful things. And then I'm just like, well, damn, okay, this is what life could be like. And then it became that way. And it was so much fun. And I never thought I'd ever have that much fun. I never thought I'd like myself that much. And so it was just like, absolutely not. Where the fuck did this person come from? Um, but yeah. And then when I met Izzy, I thought he was cool. I thought he was real cool. I was like, I'm thinking maybe I'm a little bit unworthy because I'm thinking he's a little too cool. Um, and then we start talking and then we start becoming closer as friends. And then I'm just like, yeah. hmm Granted, I was a little scared at first. My first impression of him, he was weird. He was very weird, but he was very cool too. So I was like, how is it possible to be weird and cool? I think I'm just weird. He's weird and cool. He has that cool, weird combination. And so I'm like, how do how the heck does that work? like like how do you do that? Like I don't know what kind of like all right, okay, I'm fucking with it. Like it's all right. And so um that's the start of me and Lex. And then I meet Cairo, and Cairo, his dude, I'm thinking this man is like way out of my league. Like I'm thinking like this dude is like, how do you like? I understand why he's friends with Izzy. That's what I understood. Like when I first met him, I'm like, I get it. Like That makes a lot of sense, actually. um, but the more he hung out with the rest of us, the more we saw him. Um, I was like, this dude is something special. He's a real one. He's completely not like how I thought he was gonna be. Like he surpassed all expectations, and I did have set expectations for him and for Izzy because it was kind of just like y'all are all just what was that? What was that?
You have the door. I gotta get a new stewed. We just need your fingers that deal.
Oh my gosh! Just completely throwing wild.
Sorry.
Ma'am,
I'm
police.
sorry.
Huge.
Oh my
You
gosh.
got to get editing,
Yeah, I
bro.
got you. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
40.
Jesus Christ.
But all that to be said and done. Um, that old me, that person that I used to be, we're not the same. Not anymore. The sensitivity has definitely gone, you know, a lot lower. You know, I'm not as prissy and bratty and, you know, closed minded and I honestly I've grown quite a lot. Um, but yeah, the person that I used to be, I look back kind of with pity. I very much so pity her. I'm just like, how do you wake up to see a day like all she was cupcakes and rainbows, and I don't know how the hell she survived. And to be completely honest, I don't even think she did. I think that girl is long gone. But she has definitely made her way and figured some things out, and now she's very happy with where she is. So yeah, sorry for my rant. Who would like to go next? I'm done. Flex, Cairo,
What's that?
Cairo muted. Like,
What? What's the
We
what's
was
the
both
prompt?
muted.
I was gonna
I
say.
clearing my throat every 2 seconds. I don't want to disrupt it.
I mean, but it's a
Tell me what the
podcast.
prompt is, and I answer the question.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not gonna. Go ahead. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Lex, you want to go?
Tell me the prompt again, and I got you.
Naya, what was the prompt again?
Jesus fucking.
Okay, all right, all right. Basically the question was like back to okay, let's start with like the first person that you met in the group, right? Think back to who you were when you met that person and think about do you think that the younger version of you, that version of you would expect you to be in the place that you are now and be the person that you are now.
It's gonna be a little sad, to be honest. I'm gonna make it quick though. I ain't gonna. Know what I mean? But back in the day, bro. Back in the day, bro. Let's see. When I met Anaya, I'm turning the music down real fast. Um, I ain't know nothing for real. I was a little kid in elementary school, doing my own thing. Loki being a bully, Loki just being an ass, doing some normal boy stuff back in the day. I made fun of Anaya's forehead every chance I got. Um, that's pretty much it. When I met Kai, it's more of the same thing, but I was growing up. Honestly, from there, it was really up. That was 2016, 2017, 2015 type time. Great years. Oh my goodness. Um, I can't even explain them years, right? At this point, like so much happened that built character. What's it called? Had people grow as not only people but friends. Me and my man's Kai got locked in from the jump. We had all but two classes together. I think it was B Day second block and 8A third block. We didn't have classes together. Everything else was locked in. Same bus in the morning, afternoon, literally constantly together. And from there, like Nia said, you can see why we're friends now. But from there, it just grew. We was locked in tight. It wasn't the Kyle flex. It wasn't the flex out at that point. And hey, that might sound a little gay. All pause, because I mean, we both straight. We both like coochie. But long story short, sixth grade, it might not have been the best year overall, but in the long run, in the end, yeah, that's the best year ever. I'm gonna be honest. Then from there, looking back, just to really answer the question, if I knew what I'd be now, I would do everything in my power to not have any of that happen. Well, minus a few things like meeting y'all, but like some things in between that, like things that happened between us, things that didn't happen, things that should happen. I would have definitely flipped the script, had everything play out how I wanted it, met the people I wanted to meet, do the things I wanted to do. And yeah, I would have been a whole different person with in some aspects. Like uh people listening not gonna know, but y'all know Kay. If I never met her, bro, I'd be completely different person, bro. But this has happened. I gotta deal with it. Not even I gotta deal with it, but I have grown from it. I have become me from it. I wouldn't even be flex if I didn't meet her realistically. So like I said again, like I said in the beginning, everything gets better and everything's gone way better since then. And it's just me and y'all. Like I met Anaya, I was calling her.
Your voice cut out.
Well, my man's go.
He cut off for y'all too?
He cut after me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear him no more.
Well, we heard you though. It's nice combo.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fire for what it was. What happened after, but
Where my man's go, man? Right sure. I'm a FaceTime him. Let's see what he doing.
Probably his Wi-Fi.
Probably we're finna see.
No, I'm eating cheesecake. That shit bust.
Alright, my fault. I unplugged my headphones. But
Ain't no way.
bro, I turned a little too far to the left, bro. My headphones completely disconnected. But
Good job.
bro, I'm finna sum it up real fast. I'm finna sum it up. Me and y'all. I clowned you every day. Now I don't even think about your forehead, bro. I mean, I think about it's there, but Nia, we was locked in the jump. We still locked in, just in a different way. Feel me? Hi, it's all the same.
One man's.
Don't even gotta say
Don't even
none
got
more.
enough said. Enough said. For sure.
Conclusion: a lot of bad things happen, a lot of great things happen, and these are great things that's sitting right in front of me. Some of the bad things in the past, we gonna keep it in the past. But long story short, I'm glad it all happened. Because if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be who I am. Watch our hoes.
Oh, yep, there it is.
It's real, man. It's unreal.
well, real though. Realest I ever seen from this man.
Hey bro. When I y'all be doubting how real I can be, just because I be crazy all the time. But
That's true. You're right.
that's it, bro.
Okay, Cairo.
All right, Sir Cairo, you're next.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, so nah, what was the question again? What was the question?
Bro, come on, bro.
Look. I'll listen to everything
One
that,
time.
Come on.
and then the question goes. So just let me order.
So basically, about person that you were when you met each person in this group and like how you used to be. Think about like if you knew who you are today, do you think that who like your younger self would expect you to be this way, or do you think that they would expect you to be somebody different or something? Think they would? Good God, I can't.
Yeah, see,
How do you think you
Let's leave the question. That's the base. That's the
yeah,
basic answer to
that's
these
the
other
question.
questions.
Okay, all right. So, hey, think about my younger self. I think, all right, well, I'm gonna just start here. When I was younger, I used to always think about who I wanted to be when I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like, not what I wanted to be, but like who I wanted to be, identity wise. You know, so how people would see me, how I would see myself, and what I liked myself when I looked in the mirror. It was a real weird time around sixth grade. Okay, but sixth grade, um, first person I met was Izzy for sure. First day of sixth grade, we both had Miss Gregory's class first period, and we was both on the bus together. Now I seen him on the bus or whatever. And then we got together in first period, and we just hit off from there. Like literally, I think he did something stupid, and then I did something equally stupid, and then we just compared our stupidity, and then it was kind of just
Ah.
it was off the jump from there. You feel me? So, um, for me and him to that was like what 2016. It's finna be 2023, so it was a hot minute. But that was real dope. Who was the next person? It was nine. It was nine. I'd be a liar if I sat here and told you we didn't crack jokes about your forehead, but you know we did. And
And listen, bro.
man, boy, that
Let me tell you, my boy.
was
Oh my
crazy
God,
too.
bro.
It was
The jokes were
relentless,
crucial.
like every day too. I'm so
Move on.
okay. All right. I'm just saying, just a little bit of regret. Me and I, we got, of course, we met each other through Izzy, because they went to school, elementary school together. So we linked up. Cool, off rip, no problems. Uh, Going further than that, with those two relationships building, those will also segue me into needing Chica. So that was cool, to be honest, because everything going on at that time, it was it was an experience for
Not a
sure. Because the
fight.
first day
Not a fight. I got into a
it,
fight.
we had to fight the first day. Well, okay, it wasn't a fight yet. It wasn't a fight
Nah,
yet.
bro. The fight already happened. We just saw the girl that I got into a fight with the next day at the mall. And that was
Oh, right. That's wild. That's a crazy coincidence. But all right. So because me and Izzy had already knew about it, happened the day before, and we was keeping our eye on the situation. Me and Izzy went to Best Buy. I'm not gonna tell you what we went to Best Buy for, but we went to Best Buy to do something real stupid. And right when we was about to do it, Chica calls, and she's like something along the lines of she over here finna fight her. Me and Izzy. All right, so the Best Buy is on one side of the mall, like literally at the end of the mall. They were at the AMC, the movie theater, on the completely opposite side of the mall. So me and Flex, we hear it, we like, say less. We sprint out of the Best Buy, sprint all the way down, and then get over there, and we try to de-escalate the situation or escalate it,
y'all
uh,
escalated the
depending on how
situation.
we.
Y'all didn't de-escalate it.
I wouldn't say we escalated it that much. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Was that
because
bad.
Izzy
Um,
Izzy was over here about ready to fight her. And then
Oh,
you
yeah, I was all
probably
hands,
had
all
her
action.
back when it happened. And
yeah,
Bells was over
yeah.
here like, hey, no, so Nia, I love you and all, but I don't think I can play nobody today.
Listen, I ain't never fought before in my entire life, and she like, come on, you gonna join in? You know, you gonna be my. No, I'm not, bro. I don't know if I can fight.
If I was going
Oh,
down, you
wait,
was
that would
going
have been
down with me,
funny.
bro.
Just to see it, that would have been funny. But, yeah, we met, headed off. So all the homies, we all real tight. If you couldn't tell by the podcast that we're doing. But back to the main question at hand: do I think I will recognize myself? Probably, and I would be proud of myself. The little me would be proud of me. Just in the fact that like one, I have dreads. That was like one thing I always wanted. Two, they're blonde. That was another thing I always wanted. I got a pretty okay job, girlfriend, best friends, car. That was another thing. Um, I got money coming in. I have a dope setup. Like all the things I could be happy about, I'm happy about, and all the things I wanted back then, I have now. Except for an apartment, which I manifested everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that, and then you can ask me this question then, and it'll be a lot shorter. But you know, yeah, I think I'll be proud of myself.
Totally. All right, now your turn.
Great. So I don't know how well this is gonna, come across because my Wi-Fi be acting stupid. But I'm gonna set the scene because I really been thinking about this question heavy since I thought about it. I'm gonna set the scene. First, good couple years of my life until I want to say maybe halfway through sixth grade. It was heavy in my main character mindset. Like, I don't know, I'm pretty sure y'all seen the movie. I forgot what the movie's called. But the girl basically was like going to school, and if she wasn't paying attention to a certain person or a certain group of people around her, everybody else didn't really have a face. Like their faces were like blurred out or crossed out, whatever. And well, she didn't know who they were. She wasn't really paying attention to them. I forgot what the movie called. It was on Netflix. But anyway, it's an anime. But anyway,
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Sorry.
because I want everybody. I don't want to be not referencing it right. But anyway, well, who's kind of in that mindset, and it really silent voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it was. Anyway, um, well, it really sounds like self-centered of me to say this, but I don't. I don't understand why I was in that mindset, and I don't remember how I got to that place. But I didn't. I didn't realize higher Izzy in sixth grade. Like I remember seeing Izzy in the hallway in elementary school plenty times. I didn't really like in sixth grade. It didn't really click. Like when he first spoke to me, which we gonna talk about that later, but he first spoke to me, I'm not clicking that this the same dude that I saw in the hallway in like third to fifth grade. So um, but so I don't remember if it was the first day that I met these two, but it was definitely enough that I was not paying attention to them at all. Like I don't even remember the first person that I met in sixth grade. JMA, I'm like I've never been here before. Like I don't remember. I don't know nobody here basically. Yes. I'm walking past the cafeteria. This is after lunch. I'm living my best life. I am enjoying the precious meal that I just ate. And tell me why I walked past this clown, short little boy, and he talking about LeBron called. He want his forehead back, bro. Excuse me.
Classic, classic, classic.
This wasn't even the first time. This wasn't even the first time.
Wait. And then the craziest thing is I is like right in front of this man in the hallway. He's like calculating in front of this man. Bro, it's
It was a classic.
number one. Number
Big
two
classic.
are y'all two. Because I have never seen either one of y'all before. Like and we're in the same line. So we have to be in the same class. But let's be honest, I don't know who you are at all. So anyway, basically, it was the first time that I ever remember meeting them. After that, I don't remember because I was heavily upset, but I don't remember how we became friends. Don't hit me on this. But we became friends after that. Everything was kind of cool. Everything was kind of dandy. Around a little bit after that time is when I kind of started to realize other people around me, or at least I remember realizing other people around me, besides just myself and my situation. Um, a lot of stuff happened in that year that just frustrated the living giblets out of me, and it was a year that I don't even remember. Okay, never, that's a lie. Never mind. I was about to sit here and say I don't remember a time before that people were really making fun of my forehead heavy, but that's a lie. Because starting at fourth grade, Roy and this other dude, no, they was getting on me. But that's not the point. The point is, after that, I started like paying a lot more attention to like and other things that were going on around me. It wasn't just my forehead that people were making fun of. With this dude named Trey, and he said something really sexist and out of pocket to me, and that really
Crazy.
affected me. And the phrase he was just we don't talk about Trey. He's irrelevant. But the craziest thing that I always thought about the people that were always talking about me because it was always dudes. It was never females. I would never see a female that was really talking about me like. But the craziest thing is we're all in the same friend group as Lex and Cairo, and that always affected me because I'm like, we're really sitting here talking with these dudes. You're letting them sit here and talk about me, and I could never grasp that. At the end of sixth grade, I kind of just had to let it go because at the end of the day, my main character, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm never gonna see these dudes again, so I can forget. It's not like that big of a deal. No, that's not what happened. So, seventh grade was also kind of rough, but it was better because my man Jose, we became friends again, and that was real cool. Um, we didn't talk to Cairo and Flex that much because we didn't have the same classes that we had in sixth grade, like all together. Um, the thing I do remember though, the two main things that I remember about seventh grade is that number one, Cairo was dating Reagan, I'm pretty sure. Once a
If
year.
it was seventh
And I
grade,
was
yeah.
just I was just like a little shook. I was like, oh, Regan. Hi, all right, cool. And then I remember one day in seventh grade. I don't remember if it was in the middle of the year. I don't remember if it was in. I think it was at the beginning because I think it was at open house. Um, saw Flex across the hall talking to his mom, and I'm coming out of my French
Tell that
class, and
story,
I'm like,
man.
wait a minute, this can't be the same. This can't be the same dude because this dude has grown like he's really tall, like ginormous, standing over me. You know what I'm saying? And I just was not able to fathom and put this together in my brain follicles. But
Go to Wi-Fi.
why fuck looking stupid?
Yes, love.
Let me see what I can do.
I mean, sounds good to me right now.
Yeah. See, that's how y'all make it. Any better now, perhaps.
Yes.
It was good
Yep.
before.
Okay. I don't. Hold on. I got it. Just give me a second. Yeah, it's working. But basically, I say all that to say, it was just like it was real different at the start of like relationship of how this group began. Real different than how it is now. And the type of person that I was like right now I feel like I'm way more mature because I actually am self-aware and I'm thinking about all the other people around me and their emotions and how they think and things like that. It wasn't like that in 6th grade when all of this started. I was most definitely just solely focused on myself. I was really self-centered because like I said, I was on my main character and I was like I wasn't aware of that fact. So I wasn't really like, let me start thinking about other people and let me start like kind of seeing how they feel. Like I was just thinking about it more of this all this is happening to me. All of this is these people are saying things about me. This is affecting me. I wasn't really thinking about talking to people and being like, hey, like realize that like this stuff is happening, like do you know why, like stuff like that. And wasn't really until 8th grade when I met Nia, because my mom was really pushing me to switch schools and stuff like that. And I was more in the mindset of we start, thinking about other people and how they feel. So I really got into the journey of, and Nia helped me with this. I really got into the journey of like hearing more about other people and the reasons why they do certain things. And after that, I think some of the things that started to take place after all the after the initial meetings of everybody together is really when why some of the events occurred. I really okay, because I'm gonna set the record straight on this because the people that are listening to this podcast don't know. But I was the one who set up Flex and Chica. So the reason for that and behind that, right, was because like Chica's like, she's this sweet, innocent church girl, like,
It's so fine.
she don't gotta she
Ain't
she
no way. Ain't
she
no
don't
way. I'm sorry, bro.
she
Word
don't
for
got
word,
a
bar for
boyfriend or nothing
bar.
like that.
They corrupted.
Then
They corrupted me.
yeah, they did, but that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. Everybody's telling me like, oh, the last person that Chica dated was Chase, and he was a scrawny little white boy, and he was ugly, and he was stupid, and all this. I'm like, okay, all right,
No, no.
we're not doing that. We're not having that.
Chase was the
So let
small.
me just.
No. Chase was this small, little, light skinned black boy, smaller than me, and he was he was a PK, which is a preacher's kid. So that was like holding hands was like the most mischievous thing possible. Like that's how our relationship was. So whenever I held his hand, it would have to be behind our backs or like, something. And it was yeah, that was our relationship. It was kind of pathetic now that I really think about it. He may watch this, so Chase, what's good, honey?
That's so quick.
Pathetic is wild.
What I'm saying, I thought it was just me.
Crazy.
Yes.
It was
But so I was like, I gotta, change the dynamic. So that's the way I was thinking in that moment.
my dad
Um,
corrupted my best friend.
if I'm being so honest, like thinking back to who I was, I don't think that I was thinking about who I wanted to be heavy enough to really be like, if I guess if my younger self met me today, he'd be like, "Oh, I guess like that's kind of cool. That's cool. That's cool." And if I really sat there and told her about everything that happened after I met y'all and like what was about to happen, all that stuff, we'd be like, "Bro, all that stuff happened and you came out like this, like it was like Nia wasn't the only girl that was like a church girl. I didn't show it because that's not who I want it to be. Um, I want it to be, always output. I want it to be like boastful. I want it to be like on 10 every moment of my life, party girl type thing. But my mom specifically and my grandma were always trying to put me in a box of like, oh, you gotta, read the Bible every morning. You gotta wake up at 6 a.m. You gotta, your life gotta be like this. And I did not like it at all. So for me to become a person of spirituality and become a person of zodiacs and incense and crystals and all this other stuff, goddesses and divine entities, all that stuff, would be shook because I didn't even. I in the back of my mind, I'm like, I want to be a witch, but I can't tell my family. Da, da, da. And like for me to grow up to be, outwardly like that, it definitely would be something shocking to me. I think that's the biggest thing that I can think back and be like, it's cool. But as far as like all the other stuff and who I am in a larger capacity, I wasn't thinking about that in sixth grade and eighth grade enough to. I really wasn't thinking about my future that much at all to be like, thought I'd be somebody else or I thought I'd be like this. So has become a long topic of conversation, but I put all that into the output to say the zodiac thing that we're going to pull up is an article about zodiac signs as children. So what a lot of y'all may not know is zodiac signs are different as kids than they are as adults, and they're not completely different, but they're enough for you to, realize who you used to be and why, because I think that's the biggest part of astrology and zodiac is really focusing and honing in on who you used to be or who you are and the reasons behind them. So that's what we're going to be discussing. Who wants me to pull up their zodiac first?
Let me go first, twin of them. Go on ahead, bring me up.
Alrighty. Sir Flex is a Sagittarius. So let me pull this up. Hopefully it loads in a timely fashion. Okay, yeah, it loaded. So everybody has, I'm going to paraphrase this because it is a large article for every zodiac sign. Everybody has a quote that begins their article. So for the Sagittarius child, Flex, your quote is, it's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. And it's from Cool and the Gang. Everybody knows that song. Celebration, come on. You know the song. So that's from. That is your quote. Um, It says, to begin, it says, for Sagittarius, life is one big bash. This star sign is the pleasure seeker of the universe. Therefore, their mind, body, or spirit, the Sagittarius child will explore every possible delight. The archer less is definitely not more. Their aim is always for more, more, more. So, is the beginning. It goes into a lot about parenting for the specific children, but I'm going to skip those because we don't focus on that right now. But it breaks down the difference between the zodiacs as female versus male. So I am going to read out the Sagittarius boy because it is for Flex.
I don't get the coochie.
It says, well, the Sagittarian boy is a born adventurer, will take on any imaginative playtimes, including being a pirate on the high seas or a man on the moon. You always have big dreams, and the energy to bring into some of those dreams will become reality later in life. It says that they're sweet and pleasant. That's different.
You'd be surprised.
Just because as I'm thinking about like the younger version of you and who I saw you to be, it wasn't necessarily
I was a
sweet.
menace. I was a
Like,
menace.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Um, it says that he needs his independence. Um, there's a whole world out there, and he wants to see every corner of it. Nature leads to a very sullen archer. Um, the age of appropriate freedoms, of course, because you don't want to let your child just roam. Um, Kind of paraphrase because this is a really large article, but says he ponders the question like what is beauty and often reaches out to people from various walks in life attempting to find an answer. Um, it's a very endearing quality as your Sagittarian sun doesn't have a prejudicial bone in his body. That's good.
What's
Um,
that word? A who bone?
such intense prejudicial. You know,
Need go to find that.
prejudice.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Do you know what prejudice means?
Okay, prejudicial and prejudice are two different words. They just mean the same
But
thing.
they're the same meaning.
I just said it the same, bro. It's like there and there, bro.
Craziest part is I get exactly what he.
What I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I get it.
It says the questionings may lead to exploring various religions and philosophies as a young adult. Uh, People are usually captivated by his demeanor. Always carries himself with an air of authority, and he truly can be an excellent leader. Has a keen sense of justice and a bright mind. This
Stop playing.
impressions typically until he blurts out something with
You're right. You're right.
unbridled honesty.
Yep.
There's literally a girl right now that's mad at me
That's
because I said I didn't like her.
that's very, very true.
You just did that.
I literally just did this,
You
like in this moment.
just did that.
In this moment. You're gonna listen to this, and I'm sorry in advance, but I don't care.
I'm
Like, I'm you.
just reading ahead a little bit to see what I'm going to say and what I'm not going to say because I say this a lot. Okay, wait. Thing a Sagittarius does, the Sagittarius boy will always struggle with is scheduling, planning, or expectations, demands of others on his time. He has no sense of time. Being forced to adhere to deadlines affects his psyche, same as if he were shackled or put in prison. This puts a chink in his independence. Sagittarius boy is not a planner, he is a doer. Uh, Being more flexible, then you might
That was
perhaps
corny,
be
but that was corny but hard.
She made a pun. That's my
That was
girl.
corny but hard.
Oh.
I tried to ignore it.
Hmm.
I just smiled, bro. That's just a little bit. Little cheese.
Yeah, so that's the overall idea. Then there are obviously a couple um, facts here and there. The key phrase for the Sagittarius is I see. Planet for the Sagittarius is Jupiter. Birthstones, Sir Flex was born in November, so your birthstone is citrine. Your number vibration is 3. Um,
Is that why I like three so
is
much?
narcissus and dandelion.
What was the first? What was that first flower?
The color is light blue and purple. Narcissus? Narcissus? something like.
It's driving me so much.
Um, your day is Thursday. Chakra is solar plexus. Oof, your Chinese zodiac twin is the rat. That's unfortunate.
Ah,
I tried so hard
I
not
know
to
you
make a
heard
racist
Jerry in the
joke.
background. I know
I
you heard
did. I
Jerry in the
did.
background.
But I tried so hard not to scream ching chong.
Ha!
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Okay, okay.
Edit that out.
Wait,
Hit that out, bro.
celebrity, some celebrities that are all, some celebrities that are also Sagittariuses are Jimi Hendrix, Bette Midler, Mark Twain, Frank Sinatra, Walt Disney, and Brad Pitt.
ooh.
Yeah, so that's
Dude,
overall
You
for
got to say Miss
Sagittarius.
Disney, bro. How you feel
Shut
about
the
that?
goat. The goat.
The GOAT.
That man made Pixar on
Who's
him.
who's whose zodiac is
Nia.
next?
Nia's next. I like this game.
Okay, so we also I'm gonna let you know I read yours last night when I was talking to my family because Jerry is also a Gemini. So we'll do a little overview. Let's see. Okay, one thing that I will tell you about air signs in general, we're considered to be shapeshifters. The reason, Nia, for you being a shapeshifter as a Gemini is because the idea of the Gemini is that they uh, two faced, and that can seem bad. That can seem bad in a certain light.
Yeah.
But see, not necessarily is it the factor of you like are one way around a certain number of people, and then you switch up. It's more that you you basically have twins in one body. So like you're
Yeah.
two different people, and you kind of struggle with which one you want to be. So
Yeah.
that's what that means.
You're right. That's fair.
Let me see. Yours, I don't think yours has a quote, but we're gonna scroll down. Okay, the Gemini girl. Um, Having a Gemini girl is like living in a constant treasure hunt game. Her curiosity drives everything. She'll be the one who climbs out of the cradle using her teddy bear as a cohort. Oh, interesting. So we like breaking out of things. Um, this star sign is inquisitiveness doesn't end with exploring. Be ready for question after question about anything that grabs their wandering eye. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to look down a little bit more. It's very important to fulfill the curiosity element of the Gemini's personality. It is one of the ways they keep the twins engaged, focused, and happy. So keeping both of your sides engaged is with like finding knowledge about pretty much everything. Um, Science, nature, all those things, books. Nia loves books and reading, so that makes a lot of sense.
Me,
Um,
that can I say?
mm,
Sorry to interrupt. Can I say? I used to despise reading. I used to hate every single thing about words on a sheet of paper. I hated it. Every single thing about it. I despised it. But then romance books, man. They got me, bro. They got me.
exactly. Yeah, that's very, very true. I'm on the same page.
They broke me, bro.
We're
I
here with it, you know.
I'm just like I used to hate reading everything in me. Like it sucked. It sucked so
Hmm.
bad. But then I read something about somebody falling in love and then trying to hold back their sexual urges, and then you're just like, whoa, wait a minute.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Why they
That's me.
We turned the corner.
It's true.
Oh, we turned the corner.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't true. Okay, proceed.
All right. So it says Her mind and soul are intimately connected. Feed one, you feed the whole being.
Mm-hmm.
The world is their playhouse, and they want to try everything at least once, twice, if they like it. No 2 days will be alike. Use observation to discern what captured their imagination in any given moment and run with it. Um, Struggle of the Gemini girl is her fine mind. She may become impatient with peers who cannot see both the global picture and the Munitia, I don't know what that word means, of any given situation. I think basically means like both sides of the situation, because there's the twins. Um, uh, Intensity of Gemini children often leads them towards being storytellers or acting in school plays. Love center stage and have a knack for presenting themselves in a wide variety of roles. Um, your the Gemini girl is a silver-tongued twin who can outwittedly nearly anything, sometimes to the point of manipulation. Hard part is willing her to endure quiet time without learning this discipline. The adult Gemini tends to become self-absorbed. Interesting. All right.
I know
Well,
quiet
that's
time.
the end of that. You said you do know quiet time?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because otherwise you'd become a pretty horrible adult.
First of all, let's make this very clear. If I don't got nothing to say,
She on your ass, bro.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, no.
It's the
Well,
simple.
I mean, I don't think that's what it means. I think it really just means you have to be able to take a step back. Because when it says you can become a self absorbed adult, that would really allude to it meaning that in the past you haven't learned the ability to, kind of,
Shut the fuck up.
not
Shut the fuck up.
basically.
It's okay. I know.
When
It is what it is. Honestly, I'm not necessarily self-absorbed, but that's just kind of how it goes. It's my world. Y'all just
we're
live in it.
definitely not self-absorbed, but I think it is just because you have had that discipline of being like, okay, all right, clearly I need to, the difference between being booty hole and just, being able to express yourself. I think that's what helps you to not being self-absorbed or bigoted in any form.
Indubitably.
So your key phrase is I think your planet is Mercury. Your birthstone, because you were born in June, is pearl. Your number vibration is 5. Your flower is lily of the valley and lavender. Your color is yellow. Just like I said, when you asked me if you would be a color, it's definitely yellow.
Mhm.
Your day is Wednesday. Chakra is heart.
My
Um,
day is Wednesday.
Chinese zodiac twin. Yeah,
Wednesday's child is full of woe. That's
that's unfortunate.
but
Did you really just quote the Netflix show?
it's no. I didn't just quote the Netflix show. I quoted the saying that the Netflix show uses.
Let's do
It's
that.
okay.
Your Chinese zodiac twin is horse. And your celebrities that also are Geminis are Dylan Jacques Cousteau, which is a scientist,
Gusto.
Clint Eastwood, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and JFK, and Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Ah, I was waiting for that. But Kennedy though?
Yep, 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 yep.
Okay.
Bro, JFK is cool.
You're right, but Still, candy. It's whatever.
All
W.
right, so and Sir me and Sir Cairo are Libras.
Very dangerous group of people. That could just be said right off rip.
Very dangerous.
Goats.
But we're gonna read about it.
Very dangerous people.
Okay, so there's a little overall sentence for each zodiac. Ours says Libra kids are visionaries, peacemaking, love, and seeking. They help keep this world in balance. Give me a second. There's a bunch of ad homs. Our quote is "To love beauty is to see the light" by Victor Hugo. Um, Almost just leave me alone. It'll be so.
What are you saying?
I'm talking to myself. All right, we're gonna scroll down. It starts with the Libra girl, which is me. Venus rules the Libra daughter, making them inordinately adorable. Thanks. um,
You're adorable.
she loves to make the people in her inner circle happy, but also craves attention and affection to the point of becoming difficult. If I ever become difficult because I'm being clingy, please just let me just let me know. I'll take a step back. It's okay. I just don't realize it all the time. Please just let me know. Um,
Madam.
right, you're giving me a lot of stupid stuff here that don't make that much sense. Because Libra girls are generous to a fault.
Yeah.
The Libra personality doesn't understand greed or the concept of scarcity, and it is seriously bothersome. It goes into talking about strays. Yes, I take in stray animals, but only when they need help. I would never do that to an adult. It's talking about stranger danger. I promise you, I would never put myself in danger because of my generosity. Um, it says the Libra girl loves partying. Obviously, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Making playlists. Obviously, we know that. I have tons of playlists for no reason. Um, Let me just there's like a lot of stupid stuff. So basically, it goes into talking about if you didn't already know, the Libra um, picture is the scales, and it basically is talking about how we always need balance. So keeping the justice of things can be very difficult, especially in the world in general. And keeping the idea of like wanting everything to be fair can definitely be difficult because this world isn't always fair. And it definitely always ends up affecting the Libra girl, me specifically in as far as family and friends. Um, and I tend to have the attitude of when things are going negatively wrong or something like that. I'd be like, I'm about to dip. Fight or flight reflexes. I'm dipping, and it can be a little difficult for me to accept those things. Ugly realities is what it says. But we're gonna get to the Libra boy. Um, Libra sun is a natural pacifier for the entire household. That's how they began. That's
That is
interesting.
kind of true.
Um, it's saying that he gets upset if there's a lot of stress in the home. um, and he needs to express the need for peace. As the Libra boy grows older, when something inside or outside the family disrupts harmony, they fully activate, working diligently to find the resolution. Alternatively, some Libra boys turn away from a more assertive approach and simply watch things unfold from the sidelines until it seems safe to come out. Interesting. Mhm.
To a T. Okay.
I was finna object, but I'm kind of doing that right now, so I'm gonna just shut up.
Bro, I felt that. Um, okay. In the Libra boy personality, the first instance, he's taking an active role in creating harmony. In the second, he's protecting himself from feelings that, as yet, too young to understand fully. One thing the Libra boy understands very well, however, is how to be a good friend. They have grand social skills, including a gift of gab, normally attributed more to little girls. Interesting. Um, One of their more lovely personality traits is that they truly want the best the people about whom they care about. Anything goes weary, particularly bias or injustice, they become a fast, supportive friend even after everything resolves itself. Um, Libra boy doesn't pick his companions lightly. It is a mindful choice and one that he honors diligently.
For real.
One of the amazing things to watch in Libra boys is their aptitude for creating promise and getting people to work together. The hard part is helping him to realize that life includes conflict and differences of opinion. Sometimes the Libra needs to say agree to disagree. It reflects internal struggle in his decision making process. The scale of life isn't always perfectly equal. He strives so hard to look at both sides that he may stall out completely, feeling lost in confusion. Um, he needs a trust here so he can talk through his wandering. That's an interesting word.
Quandering.
Wandering.
It said quandering. In the series you know what? All right.
Well,
Nah, bro, speak your mind. This is the podcast for everybody.
Wandering.
Wandering.
wandering. Libra loves praise and reward, and it shows in how they respond. Keep the vision of the scales in your mind. Balance is what Libra children bring to the world, but they are also here to better learn this trait as well. Some other things that you can expect from the Libra boy includes artistic interest, a nearly neurotic love of organization and cleaning, and a gravitation towards music. Include some of these ideas when making space. Um, yeah, that's the overall picture for the Libra children. I think Kai's was very accurate.
I think Kai's
Very, very
very
to the
accurate.
point, to the T. Yep, yep, yep.
That was good though. That
The
was
key phrase for Libras is I balance. The planet is Venus. The birthstones, since we are October, is opal. The number vibration is 6. The flower is rose, cosmos, and hydrangeas. Color is indigo blue, and our day is Friday. Period.
For real. I was gonna be so mad if it said Thursday. I hate Thursday. Just in general. Close.
Bro, I always knew it was Friday though. Friday is a hype day for real.
For sure.
At least you're not picking
Um,
Wednesday.
Wednesday is cool too.
Wednesday's child's
In the
day.
middle of the week. Day of mediation. That's cool.
Middle of the week. It's the day that everybody's like, "Can this week hurry the fuck up?"
Not really. It's like getting over the hump. See, that's why I was talking about perception earlier.
It's like
Get on the back of
hump day.
All right.
The chakra is heart. The zodiac twin is dog. And our celebrities are also Libras are Sting, T.S. Eliot, Ray Charles, Catherine Zeta Jones, Julie Andrews, and Mickey Mantle.
I don't know who a lot of those people are.
One of those people are white.
And
But yeah, that was pretty much the end. That kind of wraps up my ideals of zodiac.
so great. That was so great. I love doing those things because it definitely calls out a lot of our personality traits and things we may have thought we knew but didn't really know for sure. But
Right. Yeah.
I guess I had this conversation with my brother just yesterday, and this is kind of gonna wrap up everything that we've done and talked about thus far. But I think, and this is another thing, another reason why I wanted to do this podcast and this whole little institution. Um, the only reason, the main reason I wanted to do it is I I realized that there's a pleasure that I take in whenever I spend time with the people that I love. Just yesterday, I went out to dinner with my family, and we rarely ever do that because we were already out the house looking for a new place to live. Like, we're looking at some new houses. Um, and I'm going to be moving out within the next 6 months. And so that's like a lot of different things to go into that. But when we went out to dinner, we talked and we spent time with each other, and they gave me some life advice, and we talked about the past and the things we used to do as children, and, things like that. You kind of value the time you spend with the people in your life. And obviously, that's like a no-brainer, but it's kind of something that we forget to do. And it's you would think that you wouldn't forget to do it because these are people that you value in your life. Um, Naya, you are quite literally my best friend. Damn near my wife. Like, I would love to spend every single day, every waking hour with you because quite literally we match each other, and that's kind of how that works. When it comes to Kai, I the range of emotion that I have for this guy is kind of just like, you know, you wouldn't really expect to ever let this person go, regardless of how you may be feeling about them at the time. Um, and everything that we have all gone through together as a group, whether it be stop talking to each other, getting mad at each other, disbanding of our previous friend groups, and kind of moving on and moving up, and or kind of just whatever our lives seem to take us. Um, it's kind of just it's crazy to see. And another thing is when I see you guys, when I talk to you guys, I get genuinely excited because I know that these are my people, and I know that I can never find anybody else like you guys, regardless of where on earth I happen to be. Um, you know, whether or not it's uh platonic, you know, uh familial, romantic, sexual, whatever type of relationship I may have with any of you, it's genuine. And I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life, which is why this podcast is literally going to be a core memory. because I'm gonna remember the fact that I did this with my people. Um, you know, and regardless of how I may be feeling towards any of you at any point in time, I'm always going to love my institution. I am always going to love my crazy people, like, because it's just there's nothing but love for you guys. So yeah. All that to say, we're gonna wrap up this stream. We have been recording for an hour and 40 minutes. Um, it don't even feel like that long for real. I did see the sun go down, but it's dark as heck right now.
Nia, we have to wrap this up with our dad joke segment.
Oh shit, they're gonna hate us. They're gonna leave. But yeah, we're gonna do it.
Bro, you can't leave. This is a podcast. You can't leave.
I know that's not stopping them. But I'm gonna deliver.
Freaking deafened.
No, nah, Izzy,
I gotta listen to bro.
Izzy is already deafened. I don't know what this dude is
Well,
doing.
I go to the bathroom. I've been holding it ever since Izzy Zodiac. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go
Oh
real
my
quick.
goodness, bro. Oh my,
Have fun with those dad jokes. Tell it to your friends. Yep.
oh my goodness, I can't stand him. Okay, here's.
All right.
All right, Naya, I have a knock knock joke. You ready?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, knock knock. Who's who's there? Naya.
I said who's there.
We couldn't hear you. Say it one more time.
My bad. Let's just start over. Hold on. Before we even begin, we gotta do like the
Return.
Ah!
um. We gotta do like the dad jokes on the shows. You know how they have that dad joke show, and um it's like a try not to laugh type thing. We gotta do it like that.
Okay. All right, I have a lightning round for you then. Lightning round. Lightning round. Okay.
What I miss?
Okay.
How do you catch a unique bird? Unique up on them.
I don't want to. I don't even want to know.
Unique.
Where's the pun? Where's the bird at?
Unique. How do you
Where's the
catch?
bird at though?
Okay, okay. And how do you catch a tame bird? The tame way. Unique up on them. Did you, did you hear about the man who dipped his testes in glitter? Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
All right, kill yourself.
What do you do when you see an angry mole lady? You let her calm down.
Please stop this.
What do you call a potato with wings?
Please end this.
A dictator.
Please. For the life of me, please.
Wait. Yeah.
How does a dictator?
All right. Wait. Can I start my lightning round?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All right. I'm gonna have to start this one with one that's a little serious. I'm afraid for the calendar. Its days are numbered. My wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward. Why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing? In case they get a hole in one.
I don't know.
You use a
Please,
shower
just to
until you get
save
soap in your
myself.
mouth. It's a soap opera. What do a tick and the Eiffel Tower have in common? They're both parasites. Sorry. What do you call a fish wearing a bow tie? Sophisticated.
Please kill me.
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? Follow
I'm
the
finna
Fresh
leave again.
Prince.
I'm finna leave again.
April showers bring May flowers. What do May flowers bring? Pilgrims.
Mm, mm.
I thought the dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was the refrigerator all along.
Oh. Okay. Stop.
I was waiting for you to get that one. All right, all right.
Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. I can't take it no more. I'm about to lose my marbles. Okay. So Cairo's in the bathroom. I was gonna wait until he came back, but we can go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you everybody for watching. This was the first episode of the Kurocast. Um, there will be more coming soon after I spend time trying
There's
to
no
figure
more.
out how OBS works because I've never used it a day in my life. Um, so yeah, thank you guys all for watching. And does anybody have anything they want to say to close up the Kurocast, the first episode, the legend, the history maker?
We're gonna do this again only if these whores promise to never do those jokes again.
Oh my gosh!
Actually, the dad jokes are a segment in the podcast, which means they have to happen at every episode.
Kill me every time.
Alrighty.
Shoot me, Dad. Give me the gun.
Love you guys, and we're